Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm Jonathan Freedman, and our next guest up is Johanne Brown, CEO and proprietor of Ptown Burgers. Welcome to Radio Entrepreneurs.
Hi, hi. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you on. The name Mean Ptown Burgers is obviously a play on words. They must be incredible burgers because looking at your smile, I'm sure there's not a mean bone in there.
There's not one. There's not. It's just incredible burgers. The word meat is just a play on the burgers that it's so good you don't want to share. So that's where that mean came from.
Fantastic. So tell us a little bit about your journey. You're a trained chef. You've worked in kitchens for many years. What made you take the proverbial leap and open your own place?
So from to be honest with you, I've always wanted to be a restaurant owner. I've always like from I was young, I've always been in the food industry. Growing up, my mom had a small takeout restaurant back in Jamaica, and like each day before and after school, I used to go there and help her out, and to get the job done. And she'd send me, to get meats and stuff at the supermarket before I go back home and stuff like that. And then during high school, I decided to act up on, becoming learning more about the cooking side, and I went into it. I done competitions where I came first, second, and third. And I'm like, this is my passion. This is what I love to do. So I'm like, you know what? This is going to be my life. This is going to be my journey. So when I moved here, I, went and worked into various restaurants, where I became the head chef of one for like, I think it was around 9 years I've been working there until the that that was it. He wants to move on, and do something else with life. And after that, I say, hey, why not just start something else? And that's what we did. And we started the takeout burger joint with my family.
Fantastic. So tell us, since we're all about entrepreneurs, and it sounds like cooking and food is, it sounds cliche to say it, but it's in your blood. You've been doing it since you
Yes.
were a little child, and you watched it. Tell us a little bit about your perspective now that you're not only, I assume you're still behind the stove or in front of the stove, but also there's so many more aspects to it as being the owner. Tell us a little bit about what you've found and what you've experienced that was different than. And I know that as an executive chef, you're certainly involved in purchasing and food costs and things of that nature, and perhaps some of your labor costs. But did you have a full perspective on what it would be like to be the owner?
Definitely not. When you see other individuals, entrepreneurs or business owners doing it, you're like, oh, it's probably not that bad because they have other people like on the back end that's helping them. But when you go into it yourself and you have to do all these and you're like, do I really want to be in this business? Um, because I'm the one that's cooking. But with us, we have the help that we need, sort of, because I'm the one that's doing the cooking most of the time, and my mom and my sister, we split the duties apart. So my sister will do like most like book work or the big bookkeeping and stuff like that. I do the ordering, mostly the kitchen aspect of it because I've been in the industry. And then my mom does the front of the house. So well, it's a takeout shop, but like the cashing and stuff like that, she will deal with that and banking and stuff like that. So
She
it's
keeps the
it's
customers
different,
in
but
line. She keeps them
keeps the
in line.
customer. Oh, definitely, mama
That's what
does.
mom always does. Keeps them in line, right?
Mama does, because you have some customers, you have the good ones and then you have the feisty ones, but at the end of the day, she's there to realign them, and we work together really well as a team. So yes, definitely.
So I know that when you were cooking, and you're from Jamaica originally. I guess when I think Jamaica, burgers are not the first thing that comes to mind. Tell us
No.
how burgers were your foray, and what's yeah, how's your twist a little bit different? And I would imagine one of your goals as a restaurant owner is to have people come back as much as possible. So. Do you have customers that are there, every day, every week? How has that been for you, and what have you seen? And How did you develop your menu, I guess, is a follow-up question to that.
Definitely. So what I did was when we were going into the space, we wanted to create something that's different, especially in Provincetown, right? There's already a Jamaican store, two Jamaican stores in restaurants in Provincetown. We wanted to do something different that would draw the customers, but we wanted to add our flair to it, so that, it'll be memorable. Customers will come back and they'll love it. So, we did the research and it was like, burgers sell, right? That's why there's Wendy's, there's McDonald's, there's Chick-fil-A, and the list goes on. But we wanted to do a takeout style of it, like something that's quick and fast and something that you can be able to do, it's done to order and you can put your own temperature on it. So it's not the skinny burgers. It's a nice, thick, juicy, gourmet patty. And we decided, let's put our own flair to it, our Jamaican twist, our spices and our flavors. And we did that. And the customers, like the feedback is great, or reviews on Google, Facebook is really, really, we're at 100 reviews since of yesterday. And I can say we're really excited for that. Customers are loving it. We have our loyal customers. We have customers that come every single day. Like
Wow.
every single day from the open to the end of it, we have our customers. So the loyal base, and then we have the ones that are new who are just finding who we are and what we offer, and we are really excited for that, and we'll go with it.
How have you found or how do you anticipate being in I guess I don't know if it's fair to call the market a seasonal market, but there's such high fluctuations between summer traffic and winter traffic. What do you see as some of those challenges? How do you adjust to that? Obviously, that brings its own set of challenges, right? Staffing, supply, etc. How do you manage? How do you anticipate managing that challenge?
So at the moment we are seasonal, so we only operate within May through October because of the space that we're in. But we want to get into like to expand, not to shut down the location that we are at expand into another community where we would be able to open year round, where there's a lot of foot traffic. But where we are at the moment is just seasonal. So it's just from May through October. And it's run pretty well. Or ordering, we get our orders from Cisco at the moment. Sometimes they run out of stuff. Like yesterday when I checked, because the 4th of July is coming up, right? And we do burgers. And when I checked their website, to order the burgers, they're out of stock. And I was like, what the hell? So it's a good
Hardly
thing
the
that
right time
we
to be out of burgers.
I know. So it's a good thing that we have a backup company. So we use Cisco and US Food at the moment. So Cisco is out of burgers. US Food has the burgers. So we just went ahead and did 20 burgers. Because it's going to be a really, really busy 4th of July. And what we've noticed within our numbers, because we compare the numbers from last year, this year, and it has been great. Like we have been breaking records since we open, comparing from last year to this year. So the season should be really, really good.
Fantastic. Well, this is supposed to be time insensitive, but I will say it's early in the morning and you have my mouth watering already. So Johanne, if people want to find you, what's the best? Tell us where you're located. Tell us what your hours of operation, how to get to you, and how to ensure that you have burgers in stock. Don't come too late because we sell out. I'm guessing.
Okay, so we are located in Provincetown on Commercial Street. So that's 207 Commercial Street, Provincetown. And we are inside the Aquarium Mall. Everyone calls it the food court. So if you come in town and you're like, where's the food court? They'll direct you exactly where it is. So you'll pass um, I would say on the left-hand side, there's a big blue building. You can just come on in. And then there's a lovely bar that's there. We don't serve alcohol, but the bar is there to accommodate, if you want to have a great burger with, a
A
pairing with
beverage.
a really nice wine or a beverage. There you go. So we that's where we're located at the moment.
Excellent. Well, it's been a real pleasure having you on Radio Entrepreneurs, learning a little bit about your story, and I can't wait to get out there myself and try the burgers.
Thank you. Spread the word, because we will be in other communities. You know, we're going to be the go-to burger spot on Cape Cod. So spread the word. Looking forward to meet
Fantastic. Can
you.
you can you share with us yet what the next town is, or you don't want to share that publicly?
I'm thinking Hyannis because there's a lot of foot traffic there and it's year round, and it's closer to where there's more shopping centers and stuff like that. Yes.
Wonderful. Well, we wish you continued success and have a wonderful season. And as I said, I can't wait to taste the burger myself.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And we'll be right back with another segment on Radio Entrepreneurs.